So here we are, Monday, December 6th. I have transferred possession of my cat to a neighbor last night, and I spoke with them this morning, so everything's still cool. Gave him my number. We're going to take the cat to the vet on Thursday because he has a cold, respiratory infection, which was given to me by the people that run the facility because they have other cats. And it was a common problem, I guess, that happens. And feel bad about it, but I can't. This idea that of having a comfort animal, right? People are using that to take their pets in the store or wherever, and on the plane, whatever. And when it's supposed to be just for a service dog. So, I said, well, let me try it. Let me see if I am occupied with taking care of an animal, feeding it and whatever, that I would find comfort in that. If I could ask for a better kitty, I wouldn't find one. And this kitty was the one. He's so good, so great. But I have a problem with stress and anxiety. And his crying all the time would be similar. I would compare it to the frustration of the newborn, or what they call the mother, is the new mother, the mother of a newborn. You can't get the baby to stop crying, right? And some people can handle it, some can't. And some severely, can't severely, that they they actually need need help coping. So after 3 days of being constantly followed and crying, and through the night, I just decided that I can't do it. Can't do it. I'm not being comforted. And I can't figure out how to comfort him. So it reminds me of the time I was working at Walmart, and so I'm working the door, greeting people, saying goodbye, but they didn't have enough carts for people to shop with. So there would be so many carts, and a group of people would come in, get the carts, go in and shop. But the next group right after that didn't have any. So they'd ask me, no carts? I go, sorry, no. Are there some on the other side? Maybe. And they would either go over there, or we'd call over there, see if there's any carts over there. And the same thing with the electric carts for people who couldn't walk very well or get around very well. And I put up with that for a month. People asking me, no carts? And then, I'm sorry, no carts. Well, what am I supposed to do? I don't have an answer. I can't control the place I work at. They're aware of it. There's people whose only job is to go out there, get carts and bring it back in, but that's not a good enough answer for the people shopping. So they look to you and go, well, what am I supposed to do? And then there's everything else. You know, you have to check the receipts as they leave, and they go, are you accusing me of stealing? I'm like, no, I am not. You're profiling me. Nope, I'm not. Well, you didn't check the other guy's receipt. Well, that doesn't mean I'm profiling. The point is, I got to so stressed out that I really wanted to end my life that night. I mean, it was actually I've been working there about a month, and this was the day before Thanksgiving last year. And I was so, well, you know, those kettles for tea, where once they reach a boiling point, the whistle goes, it whistles. Well, I had reached that point, and I decided that, okay, I'm going to finish my shift. I feel bad about it, but I can't deal with it. I'm at my breaking point, and I can't deal with it. So I went home, and I'm not sure if it was that night or the next day. I got some beer, and it doesn't matter if it was beer or alcohol, what kind of alcohol. And I had some medication that I wasn't using, but I had a lot, and I was told it's a dangerous drug, so I took as many as I could, and I did throw up some of them. So I didn't die, I didn't kill myself, I survived, but I knew that if I get it, and then I quit my job. I knew if I had to go to work again, I needed different medication. And was afraid to tell my care provider, but during COVID, you know, they weren't seeing anybody. The only thing they were going to do was contact you about getting the COVID shot, and everything else would have to be on hold. So when it finally came time for that, I told my actually, I don't know if it was the COVID shot. It was I know it was getting close to my 1 year what do you call it, where you get examination, physical examination. So I said, look, to myself, let me tell this lady, my care provider, what I did, what I tried to do, and see what happens. Let's give it a shot, and let's see if we can get some help before it's too late. So she hooked me up, but I had to wait a couple months because they were see a psychiatrist. There's no backlog. Yeah. So eventually, before that, although I was waiting, I was seeing a therapist, and so I was able to talk to somebody until the psychiatrist showed up. And see, about a month ago, he had tried putting me on different medication, but it didn't work. In fact, it made me feel tired, unable to really function. So I couldn't take them. But all this was taking so long, I said, I got to get, my rent's going up, I got to get a job. Even though I knew, because the other doctor's appointments I had for my anemia and stuff, they said, well, we'll see you in a month. Then you see him in a month, and they go, we'll see you next month. So everything was being postponed from a monthly thing. I said, I can't do this. I need to get a job. I tried this medication, didn't work. So I just need to get a job. So between that and not being able to deal with the job situation, I made another appointment with my psychiatrist. So he's just going to up my dosage of what I'm taking now and see if that works. Because I had tried that previously, but he says it takes a while. Like a week or so. So I only did it that I had some extra medication to double the dose or whatever, and it didn't help. So why am I telling you this? In case something happens. I'm not trying to get any sympathy. I was trying to explain my actions. And last time I saw my doctor, I was explaining to him, like these jobs, if you take a job, they should supply you with the things you need to do the job. Then he'd try to tell me, well, I just got this office and I don't have a printer and I don't... Hey, I'm sorry, but I don't care. I don't care if you don't have a printer. That's not my problem. My problem is that if somebody hires you to do a job and they don't give you the tools you need, they need to do something, or you need to tell them they need to do something, or if they don't, then quit, or find a solution. So and I told him, I go, look, nobody understands how I feel. You won't be able to understand how I feel unless you're suffering from the same thing I am. And that goes without saying for anything. People don't understand when people rob other people or commit violence against other people, but unless you're that person, that person doesn't understand. But we have this tendency to say, well, if they knew they could go to jail for so long, that would prevent them from doing the act, but that's not true. Maybe if you're intolerant and think about doing it, but not capable of doing it, you would consider all the consequences, and it would help you not proceed with your wrongdoing or whatever. So I thought, while I'm waiting for my, I started taking extra medication while I'm waiting for some more to come in the mail, and I tried a Comfort Cat, and hey, Tony! And for me it didn't work because I couldn't, it created more stress because I couldn't appease him, couldn't make him happy, didn't know what to do. I played with him, I fed him, I tried to comfort him, but 24 hours of 24-hour daily crying, just I couldn't deal with it. So now he has in any case, he has a home with 2 people that lost their cat this summer. They're happy to have him. Talked with them this morning, and they reported 1 incident. That was funny. I was expecting something worse, but it's a couple, and the guy tried to move him while he was sleeping, and he got pissed off, and they tried to attack him. He said, "Hey, you didn't tell me this cat was psycho." Well, you know, I've had him on my lap and moved him when he was trying to get comfortable, and other times when he didn't do that to me, but because he was always underfoot, following me everywhere, you know, to the bathroom, whatever, I accidentally stepped on him, and he was pissed. He got pissed off, raised up on his back legs and raised up his front legs and attacked my leg. I thought it was funny and cute because, you know, he's telling me, look, you pissed me off, whatever you want to call it. But not when I just moved him because he was asleep or I needed to get up. He's on my lap, he can't get comfortable, he keeps moving. Anyways, I don't have the patience, and isn't, you know, I'm starting to see, even with the jobs that, you know, I've had other jobs I've put up with for stuff for years, 16 years, 20 years, and just put up with it because I had to pay my rent and live. Now I have some Social Security, and it might not being enough, but until I have to put up with it, whatever job I have, I mean, when you apply for a job, they act like, well, we're in charge, we know what's best, and you just do what you're told and don't complain, and we'll pay you. So when you do complain, are you talking to me? I was wondering if Tony was crying. So I thought I'd mention this because uh-oh, somebody's spinning out. Somebody's spinning out. I'm just trying to deal with stuff by myself. I mean, with just being alone, dealing with day-to-day living. And hello. Just trying to get through the next day, the next week. Now we got winter here, and winter's the worst, the hardest time to get through. But anyway, I needed to make this confession or statement for a response to my behavior, for anything, for any reason. If I affect you, I affect someone else's life, and in a way that they don't understand why I chose to be that way, or can't accept responsibility for stuff. Like a cat, owning a cat and or whatever. That's why I don't have control over it. I'm trying to get control over it. I love control. I want control. I want solutions to my problems, whether they're working for somebody or something else. So people were just saying, I let it roll off your back, or whatever. People have this current saying, it is what it is, but I don't get that. I don't buy that. It is. I can tell you, like when I was applying for these jobs, they had, some of them had surveys, and I was answering these surveys honestly as I felt. But I don't, and then they never called me back. So I'm starting to feel that you can't be honest. They don't want to hear the truth. And it makes them uncomfortable. So if you tell them the truth, like one of the last interviews was, what kind of people are you like? I go, nice people. Okay, maybe I should have said everybody, man. Assholes, nice people, bastards, cheaters, haters, Nazis. What's the correct answer? All the above. Okay? Don't tell the truth, because they will be uncomfortable. So I don't know if I'm going to even post this video, but we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. Almost going to be 2022. Another month to get through. Have more medication coming, hopefully. Doctor's appointment beginning of January, eye appointment beginning of February, and for me that's a long time. And this is part of using the time I have to get through the day, get through the week, try to explain. The basic concept of psychiatry is supposed to be talk therapy. You're supposed to talk, and somebody's supposed to listen, but, when I was trying to talk to my doctor, he was trying to say, well, I got this office, and I don't have a printer, and everybody wants me to print out their this and that and whatever. And so, well, I understand. So my answer to you is correct that problem, or you have to wait. And these other jobs where I felt like I had to provide my own dishwashing gloves and apron, because waiting for them to be provided was going to be an unknown situation. And if you have to go through hurdles to get the job, and they have this attitude that to work for us, where you have to be a certain way, and I expect that from them too. Don't hire me to build a house with a broken hammer. I mean, if I liked, when I was got that first job at the restaurant P.F. Chang's, if I would have liked the place, and when I was cutting meat with this guy, and he said, you need to go across the street and buy your own knife. It's only $150. Well, if I could get past the fact that I shouldn't need to do that, and I liked working there, I would buy my own knife. But since that happened, I realized that it wasn't the knife; it was just sharpening the knives. He had his own sharpener, and the restaurant had the crummy sharpener. They didn't have an adequate, again, they didn't have an adequate sharp knife and an adequate sharpener. This guy had his own, so as soon as his was dull, sharp again. Anyway, I'm getting tired. Tired of talking.